Hey Campagna T-Rex fans, Todd Kerber here. Today's subject are steering wheels. I'm going to first tell you about my 2007. Obviously that one has been sold and it's gone, but I'll go over what I did on that one. First up is a picture of the stock from the manufacturer on my 2007. I call it a 13-inch diameter steering wheel. It's a little bit less than that, but I'll use 12-inch, 13-inch, and 14-inch wheels as we go through what I've done. Stock 2007 hub was a 3-bolt, and basically there was a little lever on the back side that you pushed in with a little bolt on the side that would release it, and you basically just pull it off. No quick release like we have today on the new ones. Just like on my 2007, the stock 13-inch wheel, like on this 2024, with this stock 13-inch wheel, I'm going to hold the camera up right to my eyes, and you can see then how this interferes with the gauges. Notice that my head is about 1 inch from the roll bar, so I can't really go up much more. I can slouch down in the seat to actually view, but if I sit normally where I normally do, I'm going to hold the camera at my eyes and you'll see. And you can see how that interferes. So my goal on my 2007 was to get a steering wheel that was smaller. I went with 12-inch open top Momo. I'll put in a photo of that, and I'll put the model number down below. It works great. You do have to drill the holes in the base steering wheel, but it ended up, I love that steering wheel. And Momo is an Italian-made steering wheel. I moved the hub off my stock 13-inch 2007 wheel to the small open top Momo. I'll show you a photo of the stock 2007 steering wheel hub so you get a good close-up of it. The original stock for 2007 looks so archaic now if you look back at it, so I didn't use that one again after I took it off. I quickly realized when I put my 12-inch open top on and did long runs over 100 miles that the small little wheel turning, it was really hard on me on the drives, and I ended up being sore for the next couple of days after those runs. So my goal was to set out for a large 14-inch steering wheel. Next, on my 2007, I went with a larger 14-inch wheel. Gives you much more leverage when you turn for the long rides. Makes a huge difference. Don't let anybody ever tell you it doesn't. Much more comfortable on those long runs. This one did have a horn button. Obviously on the 2007, the horn was not able to be used. It was fake, but it still had a horn assembly kind of out the back of it that needed to be taken care of, so it needed some transition pieces. Durand Burnside from Trek Site, your Atlanta, Georgia Campagna dealer, and that was my first dealings with him. Set me up, I don't know, about 30 bucks worth of fittings. Had a spacer where the horn assembly would go into, and then a transition plate that would adapt the 3-bolt stock 2007 hub to the standard 6-bolt that's on the new steering wheels. Worked great. Love that steering wheel. I'll show you a photo of the hub assembly with the spacer plate and the transition plate behind, so you see that. I'll add a couple photos of that so you understand how to put that together. insert a photo of all 3 steering wheels together that I had for my 2007. You can see the difference. Before we get into my 2024 setup here, a lot of guys are putting inexpensive 14-inch open top to put on a golf cart, 20 some dollars. I can't do that. They're plastic materials and not real materials, but a lot of guys are doing that successfully and they're happy with it. It's a very inexpensive alternative if you want. The 14-inch top, basically a little wider than this one, not very high, open on the sides, and you can see the entire gauge cluster using that steering wheel. I'll give you a link to one of them showing a black, solid black one, but there are different styles and colors to them, and that is an option for you. On to my 2024. Of course, this is your stock wheel. Sparco is an amazing brand, nice and heavy when you remove it. Horn button, good ring that holds it. The pieces parts of these wheels is the steering wheel hub, quick release. I'll show you how all that works here shortly. You've got your steering wheel, you've got your horn button, assembly with the ring outside the horn button. I'm very happy with the quality. This steering wheel feels great, comfortable, short rides it's great, but again, I showed you it interferes with the gauge cluster, and I wanted a larger diameter on those bigger, longer rides, more leverage to make the turns. Got my tripod set up now. Basically, when I remove with the quick hub release, grab those like that, take it off. Great quality. Love these hubs. NRG hubs are amazing. And then when you want to put it back on, simply put it on, get the click, and off you go. I, of course, was looking for a larger wheel, as I mentioned, so I ended up with this. Simply pop it off. Take a straight carbon fiber wheel. You can see that's real carbon fiber. It's super light. NRG carbon fiber quick release hub to match. And shortly we're going to put together my 3rd steering wheel. I branded it Momo with carbon fiber look-alike ring there. Horn button. Simply just put it on and away you go. And now I have the visibility, which I'll show you in a second, when I'm driving. Good quality, feels good and big. Easily be able to turn those corners. Got plenty of leverage on the steering wheel. Now that the 14-inch wheel is installed, I'm going to hold it up to my eyes. Again, my head's about 1 inch from the roll bar, and you'll see exactly what I mean. Now I can see the top of those gauges. I'll give you a model number for the carbon fiber ringed NRG quick release hub. The steering wheel, Duran Trexite has them. And then I branded this one with a Momo horn and horn ring around it. They are separate pieces. The horn can be popped out, and the ring can also be done any color and style that you want. But I like this one because the yellow Momo matched the yellow RPM gauge. I'll give you close-ups too so you can see the finish. Love it. This wheel is great again for those long rides, but I am looking for a 12-inch. Again, this is a 14-inch approximate diameter. Looking for a small 12-inch open top. I was trying to get something in red or carbon fiber. I couldn't find it. So I did end up with a Momo gaming wheel. I wanted something flashy. Red for those car shows, quick trips, breakfast, lunch, dinner, short rides. So we're going to put together my third steering wheel. Here's the outside of the box. It's a Sim GT Racer 290 made by Momo. This is an expensive steering wheel, about $230. It doesn't normally come with that scoring. I'm getting ready to install the horn button there, and we're going to drill that out shortly. Here's the NRG hub. Horn wires inside. Top dead center is noted by that little dot right there, if you can see it. But again, I totally went flashy on this one. And we're going to put this one together. These hubs I bought Amazon, a little over $100. I did get a carbon fiber ring for it. One thing you want to be aware of, this is aluminum. Some of the less expensive, cheaper steering wheels, these are in plastic, and if you crank down the bolts, they will crack. This is aluminum and won't do that. I've got a red Momo coming from overseas. It's not here yet. My goal is to hopefully put that right in here and not use this ring. These are the parts you need. You need your steering wheel hub. You need your horn button assembly, whether you do the rings or just the button itself, and of course your steering wheel. Sky's the limit. Any kind of style, colors, anything you want, it's out there. Did pick up a nice drill bit, 2-inch from Amazon, metal blade cutter. Did already score the steering wheel. By putting this on the hub, I fastened that plate on there, and with the screwdriver, a sharp edge, I scored that ring in there. And so we're going to drill that out. Next part is extremely important. We need to make sure, I'm going to drill a little hole in the center of that ring circle. That cannot be off, or the horn button assembly will be off on the final steering wheel. We're going to use some drywall screws fastened to this 3/4 inch plywood to hold it in place. 2 drywall screws fastening it down. Next, I'm going to score a mark in the center, both directions. You can see on the numbers, the etched ring is 2 inches exactly. That's what the drill bit is. Measuring right in the center is at that point right there. So I'm going to try to drill a pilot hole at that point. I picked 1/8 inch size. Here we go. Starting to score center there. I'm measuring both directions. It was slightly off to the left-hand side there, so I'm angling the drill bit down this way just a little bit to get it recentered. And then once it looks good, I'll go straight down. Pilot hole has perfectly been drilled into the center of the circle. I measured it both ways, and it looks good. Let's do the big hole. Go very slow and make sure I'm in the center of that ring that I scored. 2-inch hole, drill complete. Remove the drywall screws and clean up. All cleaned up. I did a little test with the generic horn button. It does fit in there. Good friction base. Might work when my red Momo comes. If for some reason you screwed up the hole and it didn't work or something was off, you can always cover your hole with a ring around the horn button. This horn button assembly was $13 Amazon. I'm going to wire up the horn temporarily. I don't want to cut that off from the hub assembly, so I'm going to do a female to female adapter. Put it together, crimp it. I'm not using heat shrink connections because it's inside the steering wheel. The finished product looks like. Doesn't matter which side horn button, it just completes the circuit when you touch the button. Put all the bolts in your steering wheel. Start to fasten them down and tighten them up. All 6 Allen head bolts tightened up. Push the horn button assembly down into place. Temporary horn button in place. Let's go test it on the bike. Test the new steering wheel on the bike. Test the horn. on the ignition. Oh yeah. That horn's loud, isn't it? Make sure you check out my horn installation video. Now all we have to do is wait for the red Momo center horn button. Here's the reason why I like this setup. Simply take that one off. Set it to the side. 12-inch off. 13-inch on. 13-inch off. 14-inch on. Whatever floats my boat for any given day, I got a steering wheel for it. As I sit in the seat, here is my view. I'm going to hold the camera up to my eyeballs again, and you'll see how awesome the steering wheel is. At my eyeballs. Awesome, huh? Easy leg room underneath. After trying it on my T-Rex, I will probably go ahead and put this aluminum ring on the horn button. I think that looks a little bit better. Wait for the red Momo horn button to arrive. Yay, my Momo horn button arrived. Pop the old generic horn button out. Remember, that one was not marked with a ground. I noticed the new one, this side does have a ground mark on it, the straight stud, so I will put the black wire on that. Momo horn button installed, a nice tight fit. This horn button is about $34. I went ahead and added the carbon fiber simulated ring. I think it looks best. Put all 6 bolts in, tighten it up. Let's go test the horn. Here's what it looks like on horn. Everything works great, and look at that view. I'll end the video talking about the new 2025 steering wheel with the push buttons on it. I'll insert a couple pictures of it. Super cool wheel. Got turn signal buttons at the top, got your high beam down in the lower left, and you have your function button, which takes the place of your up button on the newer machines. It's badass. Only downside to it, you're not going to be able to do what I've done and have a steering wheel for whatever floats your boat. Once you put the new 2025 steering wheel on, you're pretty much stuck with that steering wheel. If you're a smaller guy and sit lower in the seat, it's going to be fine for you. I'm 5'11", taller. That top's going to be in the way. I'm assuming somebody will customize a wheel with an open top where you still have the push buttons available to you. We'll just have to see. If you like this video, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and share. Thanks for watching.
Can't get enough T-Rex content? Subscribe to this channel and smash that like button.
T-Rex fans.
Thanks for watching.